Hello everybody and welcome to a bit of a new beginning on the channel under its new guise of fuel power, as you can see here on my hoodie. Yes, I have a hoodie now for the channel. Hoodies are cool. No, there isn't merch on sale. Not yet anyway. Maybe in the future we'll consider it. In my announcement video, which you probably saw last week when this video goes live, or the week before, just depends, I announced there's going to be a few little changes on the channel, such as having a bit more of a team effort from both Genevieve and Carlos, who are extremely keen to get going with fuel power. However, to keep a little bit of continuity from Wolves Wheels into fuel power, I thought we'd start off with this. It's a show walk around, and I know how much you at home love show walk arounds. We are here in the Mini today, and we're heading to the Museum of Army Flying in Middle Wallop, Hampshire, for the Test Valley Motoring Enthusiasts Club meet. It's the end of December now, 27th, but welcome to 2022 on fuel power. Hopefully you enjoy. Yes, we have arrived at the Army Flying Museum in Middle Wallop, and look what we got. We've got quite a collection of cars for us to film. Somewhere down there is my Mini. But although this channel may be under a new name and some small changes may be happening in the future, some things never change in the fact that it is actually raining at a car meet. Oh well. This Mercedes is just on its way out. 6.3 litre AMG. It's a C63 generation. Massive rear diffuser on that one. Sounds pretty good too. Let's start off then with this Mercedes SL 320. It's convertible, huge old exhaust, Hill Farm Garage Limited. That was fairly local, being the specialist for Mercedes in this general part of the world. Have a look in there. The C63's just run off. That sounded quite good. Not sure the microphone even picked that up. But yes, automatic in there, wood. Stylish little things these, actually. Really like them. It's even got wipers for the headlights. Pub nut fans rejoice. Of course, discs all round, quite large. This Mercedes SLK. Remember, the earlier versions of this car had a sort of McLaren SLR front on them. This one apparently is an AMG. It isn't, it's a diesel. So Mr. Lloyd of Lloyd Vehicle Consulting is also here. He cannot talk about this car typically because he doesn't talk about diesels. We do. Oh look, that Volkswagen Passat has got air ride suspension. Yes, again, quite a good looking car. I think personally I prefer the previous generation of SLK. I think it was the better looking car, but that might just be me showing my age a little bit there. Chrysler 300C, this is an estate version. Rear wiper goodness, huge exhaust if you have a look at those. These things are quite muscly for the UK actually, with all things considered. Just have a look though. Chromed mirror caps, down side strobe. Again, automatic. Most things that are American usually are, unless it's of course quite early. Stick shift they call them. This Escort though looks absolutely gorgeous, just on mini lights. They're 13-inch. It's quite a nice metallic blue on this one. Is that a velour interior? Looks like it might be. I like a lot. It's a gear spec, this one. So quite high up in Ford's range. I believe it's a Mark II generation. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong with that. That's the way YouTube goes. It's a 1.6 litre engine. Nice looking exhaust. And next to it, the car that in an earlier generation of it replaced the later version of the Escort, the Focus. This is the ST, running quite a lot of AirTech stuff, cooling system, Follow them on Instagram if you want to find out more about this particular car. Huge old wheels on it. Red brake calipers. Naturally, red makes it sportier, makes it stop faster. Side skirts, mud flaps. Definitely need it here today. It's very, very muddy in this field. Quite like the graphics actually. Good looking. Next to it, another Focus ST. So they got the two STs together. Looking good as a pair. Bentley Continental. This one being a convertible. Not quite sure on the age, but it's complete. Sounds good as well. It's got an Apache exhaust, white tyre writing. I like this, of course. It's the 27th of December today, as I mentioned earlier on. So everybody's still a bit Christmassy. It's quite a good looking car, the Bentley Continental. They've aged quite well, especially good Grand Tourer. There's Millie, of course, you've seen her plenty of times on the channel before, getting quite a lot of looks from people all around. Because everybody's got a story with a Mini. Everybody loves one. Honda Civic Type R. This one has got a child seat in it. I do like the way the gear shift is mounted in there. It looks very good as far as the gear shift mounting goes. It actually reminds me quite of my Fiat Panda. I believe these cars came out late 90s. Whereas in comparison the Panda was a bit later, 2003, so obviously the Panda, if it had any inspiration for the gear stick location, it would be from this rather than the other way around. Volvo C70, it's a convertible again. Towing goodness, of course. It's got rear parking sensors, huge exhaust, aftermarket wheels. Volvos always have a lush interior. Look at that. Subaru Impreza. This is a WRX. Oh, I like that number plate. Really works with this one. Huge old exhaust. Of course, the coffee table rear spoiler. Can't really see into it. It's steamed up. Who knows what's going on in there? Of course, Subaru, known as Scooby-Doos here in the UK, so there's a little Scooby figure on the dashboard. Mini Cooper Jcw. Again, the plate going really well with this one. Diamond cut alloy wheels, red roof. It says JCW on there as well. Triumph Stag just leaving over there. That also has towing goodness. I like the colour on this one. Green really suits this generation of Mini. I know someone who's got an older version of the BMW Mini, and his is a fairly similar green. I've been saying to him, you should make the roof red. It will look really good with it, but it'll take a bit more convincing, to say the least. Over here then, Chevy Camaro, 1971. Loving the little number plate holder just down there. The grille looks excellent. The colour scheme on this reminds me of the Ford Mustang Eleanor from the film Gone in 60 Seconds. That's a good film. At least I enjoy it anyway. Yes, I know Eleanor's a Mustang, this is a Camaro, deadly enemies in the car scene and all that, but I admire this colour scheme greatly. It looks really good. MG ZR, 2006 this one, showing a little sign of wear and tear just down here on the door. Bit of rust, but you've seen my Renault before. I can't judge too badly on rust. Huge exhaust, of course. The MG ZR, the sportier version of the Rover 25. There is a Rover 25 over there. We'll have a look at that in a little moment. It is now starting to rain a bit harder again, which is quite unpleasant. Let's have a quick look around. These, interesting point, look very similar to the ones I have on my Mini. They might well have carried them forwards. Who knows? Of course, at this point in time, MG Rover was sort of scraping the barrel for funds, to say the least, so I would not be at all surprised if that had come from a Mini. If we have a look in there though, lovely interior. We'd quite like to have a go in a MG ZR at some point. Do it as a review. Good looking little hatchback though. I think these have aged really very well. This is a Honda, not quite sure on the model just yet. I'll have a look around the back in a moment. It's got VTEC, volume controls and everything on the steering wheel. Is it an auto? Looks like it. Yes it is. Dash mounted shift. And obviously an automatic. I really feel like I should know what this is. It's a CRV. I should have known what that was. I didn't. Anyway, this has been to Le Mans by the looks of it quite a few times, judging by the amount of stickers on the back. You get air conditioning, massive cup holders. That's a luxury to me in Princess Millie over there. Here's a car we'll all be familiar with. Joseph Lloyd's Rover 45 V6 with the badge I replaced for him. Glad to see that's still hanging on there. Placed that 2020 at the BMC in Leyland show just before it leaves. Old 1930s Riley, bit too wet for them evidently. But yes, on this we got headlight washers, large alloy wheels, at least large for the time anyway. Of course, V6 power, automatic gearbox. I've done a walk around of this car previously on the channel, but a review is desperately needed of this car. I need to hear V6 noises. I love V6 noises. Maybe I'll have to do a review on this particular car at some point soon, if Joseph allows me to. I'm sure he will if I ask nicely. Next to Joseph's Rover then, Ford Fiesta ST line. It's not an ST. The ST lines came with the 1 litre EcoBoost. Of course, the EcoBoost, a highly popular engine to tune up. The standard, these can come with about 100, 125 or 140-ish horsepower. Whereas if you tune them, modify them, they can easily be pushing about 165, maybe even more, depends how far you're willing to go and how big your pockets are. Escort spinning its wheels just in the background. Shouldn't have any problem in that. Of course, the Mini is used famously for rallying. But yes, previously the ST line known as the ZTEC S, I think it was. And they just changed the name to fit in a little bit more with the ST range of Fiestas and Focuses, or Focusi, or however you might want to say it. Next to the ST line you have an actual ST. It's been mount tuned, as you can see by that little bit on the front splitter. Again, another good looking car. Doesn't look massively different. A few little subtle changes here and there, but either way, of course, 1.6 litre turbo engine under the bonnet in those. Ford Focus ST Estate by the looks of it. I have to have a quick look around the back. That or it's red edition. Black roof, probably a red edition actually, now I think about it. Green caps. Doesn't say, looks sporty. I'm imagining it's a red edition, which would mean 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo engine. Yes, that does mean it would have the same engine as the ST line, but different tuning, different maps and all that. Then we got the trio of Chrysler 300Cs, 2 of these being estates over here. Of course, you've got the one over there. This one called Yoda 300 mob. Look at the lights on this one though. You can't tell me that's not cool. Again, washers for the lights, wide wheels. VW Passat on air ride suspension, got a bit of tinsel around it, lights. A car perfectly set up for Christmas. Big old puddle there. Red detailing here, there and everywhere. Nürburgring apparently. Slimmer plate. Looks good. Again, another very good looking car. Jaguar Mark II. It's a V8 as well. 250 model. Towing goodness, of course. Have a look at this Golf as it leaves. This has got a fold-back sunroof, bit of wheel slip from the Golf R, and of course the next level up from the Golf GTI, as we said at the late break show Christmas lunch meet down in Somerset. And a Ford Zodiac. Who doesn't like a Ford Zodiac? It's got a cherry bomb exhaust. Interesting paint colour. Bit of wheel spin from the Golf as it leaves. No rear handle though for the door, so maybe you have to get in the front and climb over, or there's a handle the other side. Who knows? Let's have a quick look. No, there isn't a door handle on here, so maybe you have to get in through the front and climb over the front bench seat. Actual wing mirrors. Of course, beautiful front end, as there are on most Fords of this era. Cars getting wheel spin everywhere, leaving here. This looks good though. I like the aerial mount for this. Taking it easy, can't say I blame him. Love the wheels as well. Of course, as well as cars here, being the Museum of Army Flying, they got a few gate guards, I guess these could be considered to be. Love the old helicopter, really not sure what it is. My mind keeps saying it's a Gazelle, but I really know it isn't. Gazelles look very, very different to this. Let's try and get out of the way, then take a photo of their car, or friend's car, or whatever. But yes, just have a quick look at the engine on this. It almost looks like it's just been plonked on top, and I say looked, actually pretty much it is. I really want to say that's a turbo. It's huge, whatever. Of course, got the rotors up there on the back and everything. Just going to have a quick look at this beautiful Rover 25. I know I'm a strange man. People of my age usually don't go and look at Rovers and go, beautiful, but I do. K-Series inside in association with eBay. Yeah, loving the little pea shooter type exhaust down there. Lovely colour. Badge could do with a replacement. Luckily I know a guy who can do that. Me. No rust on the rear arches as well. That's surprising. Usually cars of this age do. Next to it, looks like it's about to head out. Lovely old Singer. Exhaust Singer-ing away, I guess. I will not apologise for the pun. Love the rear wings on this, the rear fins even. Styling, of course, very classical and typical. It's a Singer Vogue. There we go, it's off. Hopefully the wind's not picking up too much on the microphone. But what a lovely looking car. Whilst we're here then, a second gate guard, the de Havilland Canada Beaver DH2. Conceived in the 1940s, first flying 16th of August 1947, just after the war. I'll say just after, it was 2 years, but still fairly close to. Following the success of the Chipmunk, the Beaver was designed as a prototype flown in only 1 year. The Beaver was designed as a simple bush pilot aeroplane for remote, rugged and regional flying. I read that off the little sheet down here. Of course, I'm sure there's plenty more information about this plane, the helicopter just over there, which I really cannot remember the name of right this second. Various tanks. I know it's the Army Flying Museum, but it's a great place to visit. Lots of interesting exhibits inside. I used to love coming here when I was younger. Still do, in fact. I'm just a big kid, really. But yes, if you haven't ever been to the Army Flying Museum, fully recommend it. They've got a little cafe just on the side as well called the Apache Cafe. And of course, if you're an airplane enthusiast or helicopter enthusiast, usually it's light aircraft, you can sit out here on one of the benches and watch them all take you off from the airfield. It is a working airfield as well, still run very much by the MOD. But this is a public viewing area and you don't really see too much of the private goings on in there. Fun fact actually, the sign just over there, on that little mount, That was done by my good friends at Andover Sign Design, who of course I did a walk around of their Vauxhall Combo van and also helped to graphic up for their business. All these little fun facts for you. Look up there, what's that in the sky? It's an orange thing that's trying to break through, and some blue sky. But sadly, it means very little for this meet because it's thinning out quite drastically, and because it's thinning out quite drastically, we've now filmed everything here, which means it's the end of the walk around. It's been incredibly wet, so it has thinned out very, very quickly, but I've enjoyed my time here nonetheless. And if you've enjoyed your time here, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, let me know which is your favourite car here. Mine's been the Chevy Camaro from 1971. I love that livery, even if it isn't trying to be an Eleanor replica. Yes, I know it's completely the wrong car, but I just think it looks so good. Well done, whoever's done that. Looks fantastic. If you want to see more cars and car-based content on the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, let you know when a new video has gone live. Anyway, that's it from me. I've been Jake for Fuel Power. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. So, until then, I'm signing off, and I shall say farewell.